Welcome back everyone to another technical video on the LTC coin, where today we are going to look on a potential movement towards back to this major resistance area. Now basically, since taking a look at it the last time, price was hovering somewhere in this region, like above the EMAs, and of course the recent liquidity hunting that we had on the markets resulted in pretty deep movement to lower zones, yet price still remains close to the EMAs, although below them. Now on the daily time frame, can't really say in which way we might be going, because due to this recent movement to lower zones, price is still pretty volatile, and nor buyers nor sellers haven't yet decided, or not decided, but haven't yet had this a battle of zones or any kind of confirmation. So right now it's just a calm before the storm, as they say. But before going to the smaller time frames, the game plan is always the same. We want to see the major resistance to be tested, as we had recently this dip, which retested also one of the major support areas, we can call it. So we had 1 touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, breakout, fake out, retest successful. So can't really decide whether it was a resistance or a support area, but nevertheless it was one of the liquidity zones that was pretty important, and as of now price still is slightly above this area. So now on the smaller time frames, what we are seeking for, or what we want to see, is basically the same thing that we see on the most charts. We would go in 30-minute time frame and going to extend it like that and like this. So the game plan is pretty simple. We need to see, let's remove this one, so drawing the sideways channel here. I think after finishing this video, people will get better understanding of what we are seeing in this kind of structure. But anyways, after we had this dip, we are in more of a sideways channel, and right now this is the calm before the storm. So let's mark it as like that. Now if buyers manage to secure this area here, this one here, then of course breakouts and full movement to the upper zones. Now if by any chance sellers manage to break down from this area and result in a movement something like this, so not very sharp, just steep movement, then we will just glide to the lower zones. Now this would be the worst case scenario, and this is the least expected movement that we are right now thinking of, but as markets like to surprise, the least expected movements are usually the ones that happen most of the times. But right now we had the liquidity dip, we are in the sideways channel, and we are not going to enter into any new position, but rather we are going to wait for a breakout of this area. As soon as we get the breakout, we will be going into a long position with pretty tight target of being this here, and stop loss being somewhere slightly below this middle line of Bollinger Bands. So the Bollinger Bands middle line is basically here, and that's the game plan we have for the LTC coin. So looking for the long position, and on the daily time frame can't really say much about upcoming movements, but what I would like to point out is, if we see the breakout of this major resistance area, then there is only one way to go, and price has a huge area that can be filled, which means there is a chance to go at least 67% of market price movement after breaking this major resistance zone. So anyways, that's it for the LTC coin. As always, if you like this video, feel free to leave a like and comment, and I'll catch you on the next video.